everyone, welcome back to Myra Lorraine, my YouTube channel. Thank you all for stopping in to watch my videos. You know I really appreciate it, and I say that every time I start these videos because I want you to know I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. So with that said, let's get started. Now today I want to show you a pair of pajamas that I made. I need pajamas. I have been wearing, let's just say, some old things and I've made a couple of pair before, and some of the older ones that I made, I think I made 2 pair older, they're so worn out and they weren't even donatable, if that's a word. They ended up in the trash. And so I actually need more of these. So I'm going to be making me a few sets because I really would like to have some nice pajamas. So this first, let me talk about the pattern that I use. I use the Love Notions Henley for the top. I use the version here with the short sleeves and the short top, just a regular size top, not the tunic. And it turned out perfectly. Well, I knew it was going to because I had made this Love Notions top before, and I'll put that video where I reviewed it in the iCards above so you can check it out if you haven't already. And I really like the 2 tops that I made before. One was a muslin and it turned out so nice. I wear it as a shirt now because it is a really nice pattern. So I decided to use it again for pajamas. And I put a little different twist on it than I did with the other 2 Henleys. So that's what I did for the top. Now for the bottoms, I actually made 2 bottoms. Same pattern, but 2 bottoms. And I used the Simplicity 8212 to make the bottoms. Now the first one that I made was the long pair of leggings that you see here on this pattern. And I really liked them, but for some reason, I'm not sure, I think it was my fabric, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but I ended up having to put a cuff on the bottom because it was a little too wide and short. So I ended up putting that cuff on there, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'm truly believing, because I only had so much fabric, I had pre-purchased it. It was on my shelf in my stash, and it wasn't quite enough to make it as long as I wanted to, so I had to ad-lib to make it work. So now let's talk about the fabric. The fabric I got, again, from Stylish Fabrics. I know it seems like the last few times I talked about fabric, it came from Stylish Fabric. No, this is not a sponsored video, but they get my fabric to me very fast, and they have really good fabrics. This particular fabric that I purchased was a hunter green and off-white pinstripe. It's a rayon spandex thermal fabric. And I really like this fabric, but when I got it, I had planned on wearing it as a top, but as soon as I felt the fabric, it felt like something soft and cushy that I could actually wear for pajamas. So that's what it turned into, was pajamas. So let me bring the top over and I'll show you that. Oh, and the second pair, I said I made 2 bottoms. The first bottom, as I mentioned to you, was the long leggings. And then I cut them off to make a pair of shorts, because when it gets chillier here in Florida, I tend to like longer pants when I go to bed. And then in the summertime, I always wear shorts if I'm not in a nightgown. So yeah, I needed 2 bottoms for this top, and that's what I did. So let me show you here. I'll bring it over. Here we go. Here's the top. I'll try to get it in as best I can and keep you in too, because I'm a little tired today and don't feel like standing much. But as you can see, it's hard for you to see it here. This is the Henley, and you've seen it before. It has the tail, the shirt tail of the Henley, and I made it short sleeves, as you can tell. But I'm going to take it off the mannequin here and show it to you so that you can see, so that you can actually see what it looks like. First off, it is a very tiny stripe. Put it up there so you can see it. That is a tiny, tiny pinstripe, and they say thermal because it almost has like a little check in there, which makes it have some kind of texture. I think you can see that there. Yeah, it has a little bit of a texture. And then I had a piece of scrap rayon jersey fabric in this hunter green that I had made a top a long time ago. And if I can, I'll pop that top up here. I made that top a long time ago and I had some scraps left over and it matched perfectly for this. So that's what I did. And I put the black buttons, as you see on there, I put the black buttons there intentionally. Sorry that you're hearing that noise. That's my washing machine that's going right now. Sorry about that. Wife duties. But anyways, so that's what I did with this one. And I really like it. I love the color of it. I love the fabric. It's just super, super nice. So let's talk about the shorts first, because that one was really quick. It's just the Simplicity leggings pattern. And I like it with, you know, their bands that they put on there. They just have a piece of elastic across the top on the inside, and then you fold the band in half and sew it to the bottoms, to the waistband. And it fits really nice, and I'll show you pictures of me in this in just a moment. But that's all to it. I just measured how long I wanted them. I just cut them off, and then I serged the bottoms. Oops, I serged the bottom, turned it up, and then stitch it with using a stretch stitch. I didn't use my cover stitch machine because this fabric is, as you can see, it's very drapey and soft, and I didn't want to run the risk of getting it caught in my cover stitch machine. So this worked out easy. It made a nice finish on the bottom of it, the pants. Now let me show you the long pants. Now the long pants fabric is different. It does match, I'll let you see, it does match the top. But I got this fabric a while back when I was at Joann Fabrics, and it's a cotton spandex. It doesn't have a lot of recovery at all. And then for the top of the band, the waistband, I used the black rib knit, as you can see there. I used the black rib knit that I had in my stash. I think I got it from Fabric Mart. Yeah, it doesn't have hardly any recovery. That's why it was important to have that waistband in there. And then, as I mentioned to you before, they were kind of short, so I ended up having to put a cuff on the bottom as well to make it work for me. So I'll show you what I look like in these pajamas so that you get an idea of what they look like. I love the fit on these. It's super comfortable. The top is very loose. It's not very fitted, which is oh so important to me. And the shorts, perfect for Florida weather and sleeping in. And the rayon jersey is real cool to sleep in as well. And the leggings, the long leggings with the cuff on the bottom, those fit very nicely too, and will keep me nice and warm during the cooler months of Florida, like right now. It is a little bit cooler here. So that's it, you guys. I think that's all I had to show you with the PJs. I do have another thing special coming up next for you. And this one I'm actually I don't want to talk about it because it may change. And that's the reason, you guys, why I don't like to say a lot of pre-plans in my videos, because I always change my mind. Even when I'm designing something and I say I'm going to design it this way, I'll change it in the end and it'll come up to be something else. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll return to see more. Thank you all again for stopping in. Don't forget, before you leave, give me that thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe if you want, and I sure hope you will. Take care. Bye now.